If you give me like 5 minutes of your time, I will be able to explain some things to you that's going to change your life and put witchcraft to shame. In fact, they will just leave you alone. You see all this barrenness, struggle of life, failure at the edge of success, failure at the corridor of breakthrough, miscarriages, repeated miscarriages, aborted hope, and you see all manner of problem, barrenness that people are facing. It is because there is something the witches know that they don't know. So the day they know that thing, the witches will leave them alone because they will not be effective. That which you don't know is not to a man. That is what I want to explain to you in this video. So listen to this video from A to Z, and you thank God that you came across this video. You know, in my last video, I talked about 2 Corinthians chapter 10 from verse 5 and 6. Casting thy imagination and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God, and talked about bringing everything to the obedience of Christ when your own obedience is complete. Actually, verse 6 says, having readiness to revenge the disobedience of witchcraft, to leave you alone, the disobedience of wicked powers, casting of spells, the evils that they do, their disobedience, not to allow you to have children when God have given instruction by the word of the Lord that yes, you are supposed to be fruitful and multiply. You see, the readiness to revenge that disobedience is when your own obedience is complete. So what do I mean by that? They know that your obedience is not complete. That is why they confidently redo the witchcraft. Listen, understand this very well. Why did Satan use serpent to trick Eve? There is something about the nature and the character of serpent that is good enough for what Satan wants to do. Why is it that witches use cat? Because cats can climb, can run, can sneak, can do many things that is easy for witchcraft to use that nature. Okay, why is it that it is easy for them to use birds? Because it can fly into various places and they need that kind of nature. So, do you know that the bewitchment being done against you may be caused by even you by yourself? Please don't be offended though. Say you will not be angry. I want to give an example. Listen, most short men, because there are exemptions, most short men or short women have this nature and character, and that is they feel that people are looking down on them, people talk down on them. So what do? They need to assert themselves, project themselves. In doing that, there will be a problem. Witchcraft, when they want to attack somebody who is short, they will go to that area where he's trying to assert himself, where he's trying to make his presence felt, that they are looking down on him, they're treating him anyhow, and put the witchcraft there. So that time he's asserting himself, he does not know that he has opened the door for witchcraft. He will think he's fighting for his rights. He doesn't want to be, a tall person. A tall person just throws himself all over the place. Because he's taller than every other person, he may even think that everybody is his mate. So he begins to, because he's tall, he's big, he thinks now pride will enter him. Witchcraft will attach what he's doing against him inside that pride. So everywhere he goes, he will be exhibiting that, he feeling that because he's as tall as his brothers, tall as his sisters, maybe bigger than people, he's their boss or their something. That's the nature of somebody who is tall, just throws himself all over the place. The witchcraft is in that height. Look at somebody who is beautiful. Because he's beautiful, he's always the center of attention. Abi? So if he goes to a place and everybody does not see him as center of attention, won't get the problem. So he will use that his beauty to oppress people, use that his beauty to get things that belong to other people, use that his beauty, he can even use it to separate people. So you see, he can be praying and fasting, meanwhile the witchcraft is inside that beauty. That is where they attach it, as long as he exhibits that character. I'm not saying it's wrong to be beautiful, to be tall, or to be, let us say, short, but the craft is in the nature. So check your nature and your character. Are witches taking advantage of it? You know, some people, if you offend them, they will never forgive you. I'm telling you the truth. They will never forgive you. It will take them long before they will forgive you. The witchcraft will be put inside that nature of never forgiving people. Because in godliness, you're not supposed to do like that. You know, some people, if you offend them, they will forgive you. But it can take them 5 weeks to get out of that. You did this to me, you did this to me, you did this to me. Now, there are others, if you offend them, they must revenge first. If they do not revenge, they are never comfortable. You know, people that will say first do, they will feel, okay, you have done your own. When we are even, I will forgive you. So you see, if you have that kind of nature and character of getting even first before you can forgive, the witchcraft will be attached to that nature and that character. This is why, despite people's prayer, fasting, binding, losing, attending various conferences, the witchcraft will return again, because there is something in their nature and their character that witchcraft is well able to use. So, go and examine yourself. What is in your nature and your character that is carrying your bewitchment? I'm being frank with you. Look, we can pray till tomorrow. If your love for money, when you see money, the way you behave, you can insult people for money. Some people even say, I can do anything for money. I can do anything for money. If you have that nature and that character, the witchcraft will be put inside your greed. If you are somebody who loves food too much, the witchcraft will be attached to your food. Say when you see food, you will throw away scripture. You will pray without eating. You will even eat the food of your enemy. Bible say put a knife to your throat when you are let the wicked bring food. Say na food, you will eat the food. So the readiness to revenge disobedience, when your own obedience is complete, is found in that area, your nature, your character, where you are failing yourself and failing God. Let all of us check our nature, our character. What is this thing? You say, that's the way I am. That's the way I am. That is not the way you are. You made yourself in your own consciousness like that. There is nobody that God created that has nobody is perfect. I know nobody is perfect. From people, when their anger starts here, they will be begging them as if they are begging a shrine. You cannot have that kind of volatile anger. You see, that time you are angry, a curse can be sent at that time. Some people's anger, when they are angry, their whole body will be shaking. Somebody is quarreling with just a quarrel with your brother or your sister. You have gone to carry cutlass. You have gone to carry knife. You have tightened your face. Your body is shaking. Your body is sweating. If you have that nature, witchcraft will be very happy to operate in that area. Having readiness to revenge disobedience when your own obedience is complete. So go first and start working on your nature and your character before you come back to fight against witchcraft. Go and watch that my first video. There's where this video started from. I will still come back and continue this video. God bless you. Please like, subscribe, and follow this channel. I believe that God is helping us.